Hello, students. Welcome back to the English Danny channel. I'm Dr. Don, and today I've got a video to help intermediate and advanced students better understand English sentences. Are you ready? This is the fourth video in my sentences series, and it will talk about the fourth of the four major sentence structures, the compound complex sentence. Let's review the other three structures briefly before we introduce this new one. First, a simple sentence has one independent clause. I am listening to some new music. We have a subject, I, and a predicate, am listening, plus the object, to some new music, which explains what I'm listening to. Next, a compound sentence has two or more coordinated independent clauses. I am listening to some new music and I'm liking it. Here we have two simple sentence units. I'm liking it is added to the previous example, and it is coordinated with the word and. We know that it refers to the new music that I am listening to. The coordinator and means that the two ideas are connected. These two experiences go together. I'm listening, I'm liking. Next, a complex sentence has an independent clause and a dependent clause. I'm listening to some new music while I study. Here we have the dependent clause, while I study, added to the simple sentence from our previous two examples. While I study is dependent because in English, this idea is not complete in itself. While, the word while, introduces the idea of two actions. While X, Y. You need two predicates to complete this idea. While I study, I'm listening to some new music. Notice that both parts of the sentence have a subject, I, and a predicate, study, am listening. Now, let's introduce our fourth sentence type, the compound complex sentence. As you can guess, this type is a combination of the second and third types. This kind of sentence will have two or more coordinated independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. I'm listening to some new music while I study, and I'm liking it. Our independent clauses were, I'm listening to some new music, and I'm liking it. And then the dependent clause was, while I study. The coordinator and attaches the two independent clauses. See how easy that was? Let's look at some more examples. Even when my dog is hungry, he won't eat bread or vegetables, but he will always eat fruit. In that sentence, we have an independent clause, he won't eat bread or vegetables, and another independent clause, he will always eat fruit, joined by the coordinator but, indicating an exception. And then the dependent clause was, even when my dog is hungry. Here's some more examples. You identify the clauses this time. You should speak up in class when you get the chance, so the teacher knows you're engaged with the material. Everyone loves Bob, but I don't because I think he's annoying. I don't have time for this. Either turn in the paper on time or prepare to take the class again because you are in danger of failing. That last one had three independent clauses. Could you identify them all? Some writers in English have written sentences that go on for a full page by stringing together clauses like this. Now, in modern English, we don't write sentences like that because most people don't have the patience to read them. But there's no grammatical reason why you couldn't. So you could write or speak a sentence that goes on for a long time, but there is a practical reason not to do this. Most people don't want to listen to it. We want sentences that are a little bit shorter and easier to understand. Try writing your own compound complex sentences and leave some examples in the comments below. In the next video in this series, I'll look at what a periodic sentence is. Did you know that the subject and verb don't have to come first? Sometimes they can come in the middle or even at the end of a sentence. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you can learn more about sentences. See you in the next video.